Hey, I'm Andrew with Ventrac, and today we're going to talk about the HQ682 Tough Cut. In this video, we're going to talk about the proper settings and procedures to ensure you get the most out of your attachment. The Tough Cut is one of our most popular attachments for good reason. This thing is just built to work. It's got a 68-inch cutting width, it has 3 counter-rotating blades, and the rear discharge design allows operators to process high volumes of material in one pass. So whether you're cutting really tall, stringy grasses or woody material up to 1 inch in diameter, the Tough Cut's gonna get the job done. The biggest benefit of our Tough Cut is that it's mounted to a Ventrac tractor. Our articulating and oscillating frame allows operators to tackle brush where competitors just can't reach. If you equip your tractor with our dual wheel kit, you can tackle 30-degree hillsides, or you can take this tractor in low-lying swampy areas. If your property or a property you manage requires brush removal and also has challenging terrain, a Ventrac and a Tough Cut might be the perfect combination for you. The first step in attaching the Tough Cut to the tractor is ensuring that the hitch arm pins are located in the lowest position, position G. This ensures that the attachment hitch arms are at the proper height to receive the hitch arms from the tractor. Now, drive the tractor hitch arms into the attachment hitch arms. Once the hitch arms are properly seated, lock the front hitch locking lever. Now that the hitch arms are locked, we're going to place the attachment belt on the PTO drive pulley and engage the belt tensioner rod. If your Tough Cut is equipped with the hydraulic flip-up kit, now is the time we will take your hoses and connect them to the quick couplers. Be sure to tuck these hoses behind this shield when you're done. To adjust your cutting height, you will adjust the left and right hitch arm pin positions, as well as the swivel wheels in the front of the deck. After the attachment has been hooked up to the tractor, you need to remove the hitch arm pins and adjust them to the correct pin position for the cutting height you would like to mow at. If you do not remove the pins from the hookup pin position, the back edge of the mowing deck is going to be really low to the ground and it won't track appropriately, nor will you get the cut quality that you want. So you need to ensure that you remove the pins and raise the hitch arm so you can place the pins in the correct pin hole for the height that you would like to cut at. A chart showcasing the cutting heights and proper pin and swivel wheel configurations can be found in your owner's manual, under the hood of the Tough Cut mowing deck, and at the end of this video. Another unique benefit is that we can adjust the swivel wheels from this inside narrow position to an outside position as well. Depending on your terrain, this can be really helpful. Many operators find the wider swivel wheel stance to be great in undulating terrain, as it adds more stability to the mowing deck in those situations. However, if the property that you're managing requires a lot of trimming work with the Tough Cut deck, this narrow swivel wheel setup provides you more flexibility while mowing. Depending on your mowing scenario, you'll need to adjust weight transfer accordingly. For most cases on flat or undulating terrain, we recommend you adjust your weight transfer setting to a 2 or a 3. However, if you're doing brush removal on steep slopes, we always recommend you be in a weight transfer setting of 4. Operating the Tough Cut is simple. Once you've adjusted your mowing height and weight transfer settings, all you need to do is move the SDLA lever all the way to the right in the float position and engage the PTO. One of the biggest advantages that Ventrac mowing decks offer, especially this Tough Cut, is the hydraulic flip-up accessory kit that can be mounted so operators can easily flip up their deck to perform daily maintenance or to solve problems. Anytime someone calls in, I always recommend this accessory kit, especially to those landscape contractors or municipalities, to lessen the headache when you come across something problematic in the field. Flipping up the Tough Cut is simple. The first step in the process is removing the deck cover. We have a rubber latch on this side, and we've got another one here. We're going to flip this up, and we remove this latch, and at that point, we can pull this deck cover off. While I've got this in my hands, one of the coolest things about underneath these is we do have a chart that shows your cutting heights and the orientations of the hitch arm pins and swivel wheels. And we also have a chart that showcases all the popular parts and part numbers that you might need to maintain this deck. Next, remove the 2 ball pins from the front mount. Then we're going to remove the ball pin from the main belt tension handle to release the tension from the main belt. Now we can remove the hitch arm pins from the hitch arm mounting brackets. The Tough Cut deck is now ready to be flipped up. From the operator seat, we'll start the engine and raise the power unit front hitch arms to the highest position. From here, if you don't have the hydraulic flip-up kit, you will need to do the procedure manually from this point. Please refer to your owner's manual for this process. Now, we will pull the secondary SDLA lever all the way to the left until the deck is all the way flipped up. Next, insert the ball pins into the front mount holes. A common question that we get here at Ventrac is, can I put high lift blades on my Tough Cut? Ultimately, this mowing deck isn't designed to create lift, so there's really no need to do that. If you're looking for a more finished cut quality, your best option might be going to a finish mower or a flail, depending on the scenario. Another important thing to note when you're servicing this tractor, when the deck is flipped up, the leftmost blade counter-rotates, so those threads are reversed. So that's important to note, because if you go to use an impact to remove that blade, you need to make sure that you're going in the opposite direction so you don't shear that bolt off. The blades on the Tough Cut are sharpened on both sides, but they're not flippable. Because we use the same blade across all 3 spindles, both sides need to be sharpened. This is a really great benefit when it comes to servicing this tractor, or if you want to own multiple blades, you just need to order that 1 part number. Another thing that you should know about the Ventrac Tough Cut is that you can remove the caster wheels when mowing brush. This is a great idea if you want to increase the quality of cut, especially when mowing tall, grassy vegetation, because sometimes these caster wheels might lay that vegetation down and you might not get the cut that you're looking for. If you choose to mow without the front caster wheels, you're going to be limited to 3 mowing heights: 3 inches, 3 5/8 inches, and 4 1/4 inches, by adjusting the fixed wheels located in the front of the deck. Another thing that we always recommend to any Ventrac owner putting a Tough Cut through its paces is to have common parts on hand. That way you have more time in the field and less time in the shop. This includes belts, spindles, spindle pulleys, and any basic tools needed to replace those parts and pieces. Now we're going to talk about the Tough Cut and some other mowing decks in the Ventrac arsenal. A common question that we get is, should I get the brush cutter or should I get the Tough Cut? And more often than not, the answer is you should get the brush cutter in addition to the Tough Cut, or you may only need the Tough Cut. The brush cutter really is that heavy-duty mowing attachment. It's built for that land reclamation or mowing down vegetation that's been growing for 3, 4, 5, or even 6 years. It can mow down that 3-inch tree, and it splits the space between the Tough Cut and what a typical forestry mulcher would do. Next up is the fast and fine cut flails. These attachments really shine in any mowing scenario where the grass is really tall, or it's like a native wildflower, or any really stringy vegetation. While a Tough Cut can cut this vegetation as well, the flail mower's vertical cutting action creates a much more aesthetically pleasing look at the end of the mow. When deciding between these 2 attachments, a customer really needs to look at what is the primary vegetation that they're cutting, and they also need to weigh in how they want the property to look at the end of the mow. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're always putting out new videos of our tractors and attachments, and it's a great resource to learn more about our equipment.